Well, I have to go with Quistis to the secret area. Get changed and meet at the training center. What's this all about? So just go back here and get changed. And I believe that's the last time you'll see Squall wearing something other than his regular clothes. Which brings me back to the point about the party members being smelly.
I like the sea uniform.
You didn't know what I just said was a spoiler, apparently. It was obvious in some ways.
Just because it comes soon doesn't mean it's not a spoiler.
Well, it's pretty obvious that they call it the secret area with the quotation marks.
Would it be obvious if you didn't know it beforehand? So, the green arrow means training center.
Squall, I was just wondering, have you fought T-Rexar in the training center?
I'm not sure.
You can defeat it quite easily by using Status Junction. Let's go over the status changes in the tutorial. Well, use a sleep attack against T-Rexar. Just junction sleep onto your status attack junction and attack. Come on, let's go to the secret area. It's just inside the training center.
So I tried doing what she said, and it didn't work for me against the T-Rexor because midway through the battle, sleep just suddenly stopped working on it. I don't know why that happened, but... And then, if it's not asleep, it just, really wails on you. Its physical attacks are very strong.
The dinosaur woke up because it was energetic and it didn't want to sleep.
What am I doing now? Oh, sorting my items. I wish it would just do that automatically, but there's no option to do that.
You mean sorting your items?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be kind of helpful.
So there are two ways to get to the secret area. I'm going to go one way on the way there and the other on the way back. They're about the same length. Nothing really that different, except there's a drop point in one of them. But it's just a pretty basic spell, one that I already have. Like, that I have maximum. This is a Grat. It is very annoying because it can put the party to sleep all at once.
That is very bad.
Yes, it is.
And I'm assuming it's going to be doing that here.
Yes, that's what I showed.
Ugh.
And at this point I'd forgotten that I showed Squall's limit break already. But there's another part of the limit break to show here also. Sometimes you can get a finishing move. The likelihood depends on the crisis level. You can only get one finishing move with this model of Gunblade. With stronger models you can get more. So the secret area is right where that light is.
Oh wow, that wasn't long at all.
Blinded by the light.
Well, yeah, and I don't know why it's so light there, and then when you go in, it's nighttime, like everywhere else.
I haven't been here for a while.
So this is basically where... couples meet after hours. And somehow, I don't know how they got turned around so that they're looking at the garden.
It is mysterious.
They flip the entire area
What time
around
is
just
it?
to have a good view.
Whoever designed this place is crazy.
It's after midnight.
Oh well, I, Quistis am no longer an instructor as of now. I'm a member of CD now, just like you. Who knows, maybe we'll end up working together.
Oh, really?
Is that all you're going to say?
Oh, I know that Jen's not paying attention now. If that's how it was decided, we have to abide by it.
What? He told me that I failed as an instructor. Basically, that I lacked leadership qualities.
I'll explain after these lines.
What?
I'll explain after these lines.
Okay. I was a CD by the age of 15. Got my instructor license at 17. It's only been a year since I got it. I wonder where I went wrong. I did my best. Are you listening?
Are you done yet? I don't want to talk about it. What am I supposed to say about other people's problems?
I'm not asking you to say something. I just want you to listen.
And go talk to a wall.
Aren't there times when you want to share your feelings with someone?
Everyone has to take care of themselves. I don't want to carry anyone's burden.
No leadership qualities, failed instructor. Perhaps they're right.
That's pretty cold. Anyway, what happened was the "oh really" line came up. I was expecting you to say "yeah really," and when you didn't, I said, "Oh, I know now that Jen's not paying attention." And then like 5 or 10 seconds later, you're like, "What?"
I say again, keyword Jen. What? I think I'm at my limit of multitasking right here.
So I'm showing off what the Weapons Monthly magazines do. They show you what you need to get to upgrade your weapons. This issue is pretty useless because it only shows you default weapons, but the other issues show you upgraded models. You can upgrade. You can know what upgrades you need to remodel a weapon, either if you have the magazine or if you have the items themselves. So the benefit of having the magazine is that you can know beforehand. You can know what items you have to get before you have them. That's the benefit of having the magazine.
Dinosaur!
No running over
Should
this
grab his
one.
car.
Totally.
Unfortunately, there will be no running over this one. Only running away.
Aw.
That's not as much fun.
No, it is not.
Or we expect to make them extinct.
Well, who said we had to make them extinct?
There is a way you
God
can keep
did.
them
Thank
mad.
God.
That reminds me, in Golden Sun 2, you get this Soul Blade, and its special ability is throwing a meteor on your enemies. It's a very effective way to make things extinct.
So you can be Sephiroth.
It's a much larger meteor, actually, than Sephiroth's.
But I thought Sephiroth was big enough to, like, destroy a planet.
It's pretty crazy.
It's bigger than that?
I think it is. The Gaido is pretty intense.
So it could destroy the universe.
Well, because it zooms out, and, like, when it pans out, it looks like the thing is almost the size of the planet you're on, and it's pretty nuts.
Anyway, I'm being
Somebody
ironic by
help!
junctioning silence to magic.
Come on, Squall.
Squall!
Danger.
Squall! Quisty!
Warning.
By the way, like the Master Sword in Ocarina of Time, the default Gunblade model is always what Squall will have in cutscenes, regardless of what you actually have.
I see.
You want to kill the Raldos before you kill the Grinaldo, otherwise the Raldos I think will get like faster and just start attacking non-stop basically.
Yep, and they'll go into rage mode.
Something like
Oh my
that.
god, like Tiamat getting 3 turns in a row and then doing total more damage than all of my people had. That was just horrible.
Holding something.
Sounds like my practice battle against Sophie Pathos. Except Sophie Pathos took me out in 1 turn. The targeting window
We
can...
have double X Buster, which is just fun.
Mega Man X would envy you.
All Mega Man would.
Yeah, so this is the only way basically you have to damage multiple targets at this point in the game, so GFs are recommended.
And those use Thunderbolt. It's super effective.
Actually, they don't have a weakness to it, they just don't have that many hit points.
Therefore, it is super effective.
Somehow.
Or maybe they do have a weakness to it, I don't know.
It doesn't matter. It made them dead.
I guess it's like a Zapdos killing a Geodude or something. Oh wait, no, Geodude's the up round. Never mind.
So Zapdos who use Drill Peck. Killing
That'll work. That'll work. 150 Zapdos versus a level 2 Geodude.
And I unleash my double X Buster. Yeah. It's interesting though, because like I have Xenosaga muted, and then I have headphones on with the sounds from FF8. It's interesting.
I wondered for a second why the ATB gauges were filling up so quickly, then I remembered, oh yeah, I set the battle speed to faster than normal.
That would do it.
Card mod, that is a very useful ability.
I don't know why I thought they said
It is not safe here. Please, let's go.
Oh, alright.
I really should stop fidgeting with my D4 because I keep dropping it.
Who was that?
I'll fidget with my D6 instead. Or I could fidget with my D12 and get 12-sided died!
Oh. Or you could fidget with your double X Buster.
I don't have a double X Buster.
Everybody should have one. It's amazing. It's so full of pone. So right now I'm supposed to be evacuating the peoples.
That took me so long to find everybody.
I have a guide open. I'm cheating.
Yeah, that was where you and Zenav were making fun of me. / arguing with each other.
Yeah.
And Zenav couldn't remember your gender.
Yep. Which just makes me laugh even harder.
Anyway, I'm showing some of the neat stuff you can get by using the card mod ability. And generally, the more powerful the card, the better the items you get from refining it. But I'm not going to modify any of my rare cards right now because they're handy to have to use in the card game.
It sounds like they would be. Squall, it's not like everyone can get by on their own, you know.
Says who?
Forever alone.
And now I'm switching the junctions back because we're going to have another party change. So in case I haven't said this, or in case I've only said it in passing, you want Zenaf 14 / Ifrit to be on the Strength plus 20% ability, or if he's learned that, then Strength plus 40%. And you want Masae / Siren to be on learning Magic plus 20%, or plus 40% if she's already learned that. Because those lead to abilities that you want as soon as possible. I'm talking about the bonus abilities. What they do is, if you're equipped with the bonus ability, when you level up, you gain a point for that stat every time you level up, as long as it's equipped. Which
Sounds very effective.
Yes, in the long run it makes a huge difference. Especially if you have multiple bonus abilities equipped. By the way...
Ultimate stat caps.
Finally, there you are. Where the hell were you? I was looking all over the place. We're both now members of CD, right? Well, guess what? We got our own rooms, baby. Your new room's right across the hall from the old one. That's what I was asked to tell you, man. It took
The
me
only
forever.
stat cap that I really hit consistently is HP.
Well, that's a good one to hit.
Yes, especially since there are some enemies. There's one enemy at least. There's an enemy in the game that has an attack that does exactly 9,998 damage with a certain move.
Wow, it's our first CD mission. Looks like we're going to Timber. Meet me by the front gate. Hurry!
So this is the first Weapons Monthly magazine that's actually useful, because it gives you info on some upgraded weapons. This one, and this one. Those are the first two upgrades that you can find out about. And it also tells you about default weapons for the two characters that have not joined the party yet.
Waha.
Useful information.
FFA makes me appreciate background music because there is none in Xenosaga.
Well, also in this game, yeah, I know, but and in this game we're talking about Nobuo Uematsu, who is possibly the greatest video game composer of all time.
He did this game too? Oh yeah, that's right. He's Final Fantasy man. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah.
I'm getting my composers confused because somehow you saying Nobuo Uematsu made me think of Motoi Sakuraba. I have no idea.
Yeah, Xenosaga could have used background music.
Oh well.
So what this guy's talking about is something that I will play those guys in cards eventually later in the game, the CC group. He may actually be a member of the group, I'm not sure.
1 more minute.
Surf's up, dude.
Minute! T-boards are prohibited within garden. Have you forgotten? Oops, sorry, but this is really cool. It may come in handy on a CD mission someday. We'll be the judges of that. confiscate it. All of you are members of CD, but nevertheless, you are still students at this garden. Furthermore, because you are CDs, you must set an example to all others and abide by the garden's rules. Understood?
Well, about your first mission. You are to go to Timber. There you will be supporting a resistance faction. That is your mission. A member of the faction will contact you at Timber Station.
This person will talk to you and say, the forests of Timber sure have changed. At this time, you must reply, but the owls are still around. That is the password.
Just follow the faction's orders.
Just us three? Correct. We have agreed to do this mission for the very little money. Normally, we would never accept such requests, but...
Enough talk about that. Well then, Squall, you are the squad leader. Use your best judgment based on the situation. Zell and Selphie, you are to support Squall and give your all to carry out the faction's plans. And leave, I may just cut out a whole section if there are lines nearby. On that point, there's no more voice acting for the rest of this session, so don't worry about that anymore.
Yay. I'm looking at the cover to this game, and I can see a lot of myself in Squall. I mean, I have the hair and the facial expressions, the eyes and the color, but it's just a scar.
I was going to say, now all you have to do is slash yourself across the face.
Yes.
No, you need to get a jerk to do it, because that is how it must be done.
Yes,
Clearly.
I'll call one of the neighborhood kids and get them to cut me out good.
That's a smart plan.
Yep.
So, Sid gave me a magic lamp. This item is very dangerous. As the description says, you want to save your game before you use it.
Why? It's just a lamp.
Yes, just a lamp. Anyway, I forgot to cut out myself saving at this point. The reason why I've been cutting myself out is cutting those sections out is because you see the names of